Happy Monday and first day of spring, everybody. Welcome to today's devotion for March 20th. Today's devotion is titled Catching Contentment, and the Bible reading is from Psalm chapter 131. I was going to say verses, but there are not. It's the whole chapter, which is super short. My heart is not proud, Lord. My eyes are not haughty. I do not concern myself with great matters or things too wonderful for me, but I have calmed and quieted myself. I am like a weaned child with its mother. Like a weaned child, I am content. Israel, put your hope in the Lord, both now and forevermore. And apparently Shadow still really loves devotions because just like she used to, like last year, I start reading and she comes over. Yes. Okay. In a psychiatrist's advice column, he responded to a reader named Brenda who lamented that her ambitious pursuits had left her discontented. His words were blunt. Humans aren't designed to be happy, he said, only to survive and reproduce. We're cursed to chase the teasing and elusive butterfly of contentment, he added, not always to capture it. I wonder how Brenda felt reading the psychiatrist's nihilistic words and how different she may have felt had she read Psalm 131 instead. In its words, David gives us a guided reflection on how to find contentment. He begins in a posture of humility, putting his kingly ambitions aside, and while wrestling life's big questions is important, he puts those aside too. Then he quiets his heart before God, entrusting the future into his hands. The result is beautiful. Like a weaned child with its mother, he says, I am content. In a broken world like ours, contentment will at times feel elusive. In Philippians chapter 4, verses 11 to 13, the Apostle Paul said contentment is something to be learned. But if we believe we're only designed to survive and reproduce, contentment will surely be an uncatchable butterfly. David shows us another way, catching contentment through quietly resting in God's presence. When do you most feel content? How could you set aside unhurried time to be quietly present with God today? Thank you for joining me for today's devotion, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.